Hi class, welcome to week 2 of Business 320. I'm going to take you guys through a little walk of week 2 and what we have going on, hopefully answer some questions before you even know you have them. I'm looking here at an overview of Module 2. This is what you can see in Brightspace. Actually, let me switch it real quick to a student view just in case mine looks different. View as a student. So here's what you guys should see whenever you log in. And then I was just into Module 2, and then this kind of walks you through the readings for the week. Make sure you do your readings. You're going to find a lot of helpful information for your paper in particular on this. Let's go ahead and look at the assignments. So here are your readings. So in the discussion we're going to do this week, we're looking specifically at a SWOT analysis. And SWOT stands for strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. And you're going to be preparing a SWOT analysis from the perspective of your university experience. Think of specifically 2 opportunities or external forces that can assist you, and 2 threats that might get in your way of completing your degree. In the discussion thread, I provided a link to an example of a SWOT analysis. So if you're unsure, this provides a little more insight into each element of the SWOT analysis. And there's also a template there if you want to use a template for your discussion. If you can hear my kids, sorry, they are close by while I'm doing this. Okay, so you'll do this SWOT analysis, and then it also asks you to write an inspiring vision statement for yourself. The SWOT analysis and the vision statement are not things that you need to share unless you want to share them. I want you to focus more on these discussion questions of talking about your thought process while performing the analysis, and then what can you apply about yourself from this comparison, from looking at the opportunities versus the threats. I hope that you guys take something interesting away from this and that it makes you think about your experience in a way that you hadn't before. And then lastly, how does it compare to other students' thought processes? This is going to be kind of a tricky question to answer in your initial post, especially if you're the first person to respond. So feel free to just kind of incorporate that into your discussion responses. Okay, so that is for your discussion. Make sure that you're incorporating research into it. I know it's looking for a lot of your opinion, but you also need to demonstrate that you have learned something about a SWOT analysis in your post. Okay, then your Dropbox assignment. I guess it's not called Dropbox assignment anymore. Submission. Your assignment 2 submission is about Michael Dell this week, and there's a case study here to read about Michael Dell. And then you're actually doing a PowerPoint presentation this week. So if you're not sure how to do PowerPoint, make sure you look into that early on. There's lots of good YouTube tutorials on how to use PowerPoint. And for this assignment in particular, there's a lot of good information in the Module 2 readings this week. You're going to find a lot of answers there. So first you're looking at Dell's philosophy as it relates to the role of change in organizational success. That's information that you'll find in the case study. Determine how his philosophy would be perceived in a low-performing culture. There's a blurb in the Module 2 reading on the difference between a low-performing and a high-performing culture. Identify which culture, the high or the low-performing culture, best suits your own philosophy regarding change management, and then of course support your idea of why that applies more to your philosophy. Consider the way Dell started his company and look specifically at market conditions. So this is things going on externally. Discuss his approach to building his brand. That should be information that you find in the case study or other research that you do on Dell. You should use the speaker notes in your PowerPoint In other words, don't just write a paper and then copy and paste it onto the PowerPoint slides. You should have bullet points on your PowerPoint and then include more information in the speaker notes. You should have at least 2 scholarly sources. That idea of a scholarly source is quite important. The case study would count as one of your scholarly sources. Your textbook is, I guess they want that in addition to your textbook. Any website that ends in .org, .edu, .gov, those are scholarly. Wikipedia, Investopedia, those are not scholarly sources and should not be used. Make sure you have in-text citations throughout your slides. You can include those in the notes section, and then your full references should be on a reference slide at the very end. All of this should be done in APA format. If you have questions as you go through these assignments, please don't hesitate to let me know. I know we're also getting used to Brightspace. I'm here to help you guys with any questions you have. Make sure as you're going through this PowerPoint that you're looking at this rubric, and make sure you have each section very clearly headed to help you organize the presentation and to help me grade it to see that you have all of the sections that are included. I'm here if you have any questions. Have a good day.